Hi, welcome to Nomis Academy. In this video, we'll be dealing with still set theory. And in this set theory, we'll be talking about disjoint set and power set. So we'll be talking about disjoint set and power set. So let's take it one after the other. Let's take disjoint set. What do we mean by disjoint set? You see, set A and set B are said to be disjoint when they do not have common elements. I mean, when they do not have common members. For example, let's take that down. Disjoint sets are sets that do not have common elements. So that is to tell that there is no intersection. That is, the intersection is zero. So let's take for an example. Let's say we have set A. So example, let's say set A is a set of let's say even numbers. Set of even numbers. And then we have set B. We have vowel letters. So when you look at this set A and set B, there is nothing in common. If I continue to list the elements of set A, starting from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I'll definitely not have A, E, I, O, U, which are the elements of set B. Then I can now say that set A and set B are disjoint sets. They are disjoint sets. So if they are disjoint sets, that is to tell that A intersect B is equal to null. Null, like there is no common element. Null. It is not zero. When you put 0 here now, you tell that 0 is a common element, but it's just null, or we call it a void set or null set. Watch the previous video on null set to know what null set is. A set that does not have any elements. So A intersect B is not element, and that tells that A is a disjoint set of B, or is A and B are disjoint sets. Now let's take power set. Now what do we mean by power set? You see, the set of all the subsets of a set X is called the power set of the set X. Let me take that again in case you're writing. The set of all the subsets of set X is called the power of the set. And this is what I'm saying. If I have set A, and the element of set A are 1, 2, 3. Now, what are the subsets of set A? Let's say I have B to be a subset of set A, and B is just this, right? This is a subset, meaning that all the elements in set B can be found in set A, right? So, and I have something like this. I have D, I have E, I have F, I have G, so all these are subsets of set A. And remember, I said in a previous video that a set is a subset of itself. A set is a subset of itself, and a null set is also a subset of every set. A null set is a subset of every set. So you can see we have 7 subsets of set A. Since A is a subset of set A, right? So we have about 7 subsets of set A here. So how do I get to know the power? Now, the power of set A now is the number of subsets that we can derive from that set A, and that is what we mean by power set. The number of subsets that we can get from a particular set is known as what? Is known as power of the set. So let's take a good example. A good example on. So let's say if X A, so determine Roman figure 1 power of X, and Roman figure 2 determine N open bracket P open bracket X close bracket and close the other bracket. Now this just to close the bracket of X, and this is to close the bigger bracket. Now where does this N come from? Remember, cardinality. So it's asking us for the cardinality of the power set. So we should find the power set and find the cardinality of the power set. So looking at this set now, you can see that we just have only one element. So how do we now tell that? How can we now tell the subset that it has? So we know that a null set is a subset of every other set, and this particular set now is a subset of itself, right? So that means we have two subsets, right? So the power of this set, or let's say that the subset from this particular set given to us, set X, we have set X, which is equals to A, and the second set X, which is null set, null set, yes. Remember, null set is a set that does not have any element. So these are the subset of set X. So set X is a subset of itself, and null set is a subset of any other set. So we have just two elements. So the cardinality of the power of the set is just 2. So it's just 2. So the cardinality of the subset is just 2. So Roman figure 1 is our answer. Roman figure 2, we only have 2 as our answer here. So let's take a deeper example to arrive at something deeper in power of sets. Let's take the third example here. So let's say example number 3. So let's say if X is equal to A, B. Now we just have two elements in this set. The question is asking that we should find Roman figure 1, that is the power of X. When you see this is the power of X. So let us list out the subset of set X. So definitely we should have A and B, right? Comma, then we should have A, comma, we should have B, comma, we should have null set, right? So we have four. We have four subsets. So we can tell that the cardinality of the power of set X is equal to 4. What does that suggest? Okay, maybe we should take another example to see what it suggests. Let's example number 4. If X this time around, we have A, B, and C as the elements. So let us find the subsets. So the subset of X will include A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, A, B, comma, A, C, comma, A, B, C, comma, null set, comma, and lastly B, C. So these are the possible subsets from this set. If we count them, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the cardinality of the power of set X is 8. So that suggests something. When it was just one element, we have 2 as the power of the set. When it became 2, we have 4. When it became 3, we have 8. So that tells that 2 raised to the power of what now? 2 raised to the power of 1, yeah. 2 raised to the power of 2, and then 2 raised to the power of 3. And what can we tell you about 2 raised to the power of 1, 2 raised to the power of 2, 2 raised to the power of 3? That means the power of a set is given as, let's take it as formula, power of a set is equals to 2 raised to power the cardinality of that set. Remember what cardinality is? Cardinality is the number of elements in that set. So when we check the numbers of elements in a set, we can tell the power of that set. So where we have one element in a set, the power of that set would be 2. So where we have 2 elements like this one in the set, the power of that set would be 4. If we have 3 elements in a set, then the power of that set would be 8. So just like this. So this is how to find power of a set. I hope you understood everything we did in this video. If you need to watch it carefully, watch again and get them installed in your memory. Bye bye. See you in the next video.